Here's my favorite method for finishing bias tape on a circular form. So a cuff or the coast coat or even the baby coast coat. This is the simplest way that I have found. Grab your 1/2 inch double fold bias tape, unfold it so it's in half, and then grab the longer side and unfold it one more time. Take the raw end and fold it about 1/4 inch in. Keeping the raw edge folded in with your finger or a pin, line up the edge of the bias tape with the edge of your fabric. Do this on the wrong side of the fabric first. Pin it to the fabric, and you'll have something that looks like this. Next, we're going to sew at 1/4 inch since this is 1/2 inch bias tape. Remove the pin and sew over that folded raw edge. Continue sewing at 1/4 inch along the entire circular form. As you start getting close to where you started, slow the machine down and go slowly. At this step, you're going to be just sewing over the original bias tape that you started. So just holding all of the fabric in place, slowly sew over your original folded edge. Don't forget to backstitch when you come to the end. Snip your threads and the bias tape. You'll now have something that looks like this. Flip the fabric right side out. You're now going to want to sew the bias tape on the right side of the fabric to finish it off. Here comes a slightly tricky part. There's going to be some bulking here, so you're going to want to do your best to make sure all the bias tape and the fabric is smooth. Fold the bias tape towards the right side of the fabric to cover the stitch we just made on the other side. Make sure to smooth any bulkiness with your fingers and make sure everything is laying flat before you sew. Once everything is laying flat, pin it down. Start sewing where the 2 bias tape ends meet. Stop when you get to the edge of that meeting point. Stick your needle in. Flip the fabric and sew down along that edge. Then turn the needle again and sew back along the stitch you just made. Then turn the needle back toward you and continue sewing along the edge of the bias tape until you get back to where you started. And that's it, a nice clean finish on the bias tape.